Bring him from the yard.
And I would like to thank my first mate supporters, Andre Cruz. This is Down the Diecast Pirate, and today I have for you episode 7 of What's in the Case. So let's get right into it. This one, it will be short and sweet, I believe. We may go into some details on some of this stuff, but 12 more cars today. So we have to start with a Tamika Dodge Coronet Custom police car, and these are smaller. They say 1/64 scale, but these cars are actually a little more detailed, and the doors open. And I don't know if I ever had any of these when I was a kid. Maybe some other kids I knew had some, and this one's a little bit dusty, but there's that one. This is a police car, and I have a couple more police cars that we'll see in another episode, maybe next week, maybe the week after. They're in this case, but they're on the other side of it. So next we have the fire chief car, which is the same thing. Tamika Dodge Coronet Custom. It looks like on these, the glass actually didn't hold the whatever light was in there. Maybe it was glued in or something. That one's missing. It has a bent axle on that one there. Same thing, the doors open and everything. Okay. And then we have not one, but two taxis. Same car. And they made all these from the same casting, and it looks like they drilled different holes. So this one had 2 holes in the roof. The fire chief had 1 hole in the roof. Maybe they didn't drill, maybe they molded them that way. Or casted them. The taxi, it looks like, uses the same holes that the police car uses. And I thought, we could do some restorations on these, maybe. Maybe get a couple more. I'd like to do like a streetcar version of 1 or 2 of them. Looks like the police car has a red interior, as do both of the taxis, and the fire chief has that cream colored interior. I really like these cars, because they look so realistic and everything. So let's actually pick this up a little bit so you can see what I'm putting up there. And then I'm going to save something special for last, but next we have a few of something. And it is a custom fleet side. The bed's broke off and has a cracked glass. I did buy a couple replacement interiors and bed covers a couple years ago when I was buying these cars. I haven't gotten a custom fleet side in a while, so I must have gotten all these before. And I'm not really looking for any more. So there's a Hong Kong version. And I see pictures online where they show where some of these had a painted tail. This one doesn't have. Okay. And then I have another Hong Kong with a painted tail. Would you look at that? And that piece is broken too. These are all going to make great restorations. I did not drill any of these apart. Okay, so that's a slightly different shade there. And then we have a US custom fleet side. And again, for you guys that don't know, these are part of the Sweet 16, right? So this one has the back intact, and it slightly clips in place. right? So the U.S. glass is a slightly lighter color. They call it clear glass, and the Hong Kong is blue. And you can really tell the difference right there. Let me get this one out of the way. Let those two ride together for a minute. And then we have another Hong Kong. And it's almost looking like, I mean, they had to have done that black on the back on purpose, but this looks like somebody painted that one. It almost looks like brush marks on there. And I don't know how far they would have went down. So that's 3 Hong Kongs now. And the 1 US. Okay. So that US one there. And then we have a purple one. And this is a Hong Kong car with the painted tail. And the back is broken. Somebody wrote something on the bottom of this one. It looks like, I don't know what they wrote on there. The kid's name or something. So there's that. And then we have this one. It's a US. Looks like some sort of makeup or something got put on it. And that should clean up nicely. And the back's intact. I don't want to move it too much because that might wear out and break there. The grill is very intact there. So that's another Hong Kong, 2 US, and then one more. It's a Hong Kong car with a painted tail. Purple. So that's 5 Hong Kongs and 2 US. So those, I don't know if I'll ever buy any more of these. I really like them. Part of the Sweet 16. You know, it's not my most favorite vehicle in the Sweet 16, but I really like it. And last but not least, my buddy Cole, I showed him a picture of this car a couple weeks ago because we were talking about YouTube and doing the cars, and the people that really we watched and inspired us. And I was talking about the person that really did it for me, and he says, well, for me it was Rob at Matchbox Garage. And I said, I have one of his cars. And he's like, wait, what? How? And Rob did this car last year, and I fell in love with it when I watched the video, and I thought to myself at that time, if there's any way that I could ever own one of his cars, it would be this one. And then a couple months later, he listed some cars on eBay, and I bought this one. Look, there's a little fuzzy in the paint I never noticed before. But no. And this was I think he's done 2 videos of A Child's Reimagining, and this was the first one. He did another Mustang. But this is the one that I wanted, and the one that I have. And I am happy to own this car, and I don't know if Rob will ever see this video, but thank you, brother. Thank you for selling this car, and I'm enjoying it immensely. I look at it every once in a while. I don't pull it out, leave it in the case. This is the second video I've shown it in. But yeah. Man, this community is the best, guys. Stay tuned Friday after the Subscriber's Choice video car for the weekly live premiere. There's a live premiere at 8:30 p.m. for the 300 subscriber prize announcement. So make sure you watch that. If you can be there for the live premiere, great. If you can't, that's fantastic too. You know, whoever can be there will hang out. Obviously, my weekly video won't be 30 minutes, and it starts at 8 p.m., so there'll be a few minutes in between videos. Thanks for watching, guys. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. We're pushing for 300, and after that, we're pushing for 500, and I have a prize in mind for another number after that I won't mention what number that is, but once we get to 500, I'll show you what that's going to be. It's going to be pretty cool. So leave a comment down below and tell me what you think of these, if you like them, you know, which one's your favorite. If you could have a car from any YouTuber, if you could have a car from any diecast, restoration, customizer that you just, something that they did that you're in awe of that you would want to have, put it in the comments. Tell me who it is, tell me what car it is, and you know, so we can talk about that. Alright? And click that like button. Alright? It really helps a lot. It does. And I love seeing all the likes. I do so much, and the comments that you guys give are the best. And you know, I just love having the conversations with some of you. And ring the bell for notifications. Alright. As always, this is Don the Diecast Pirate, and I will see you next time.